Ahoy, shipmates.
This is Mayor Charlie, good afternoon, loud and clear.
Let's hope we don't have any problems with the internet this evening. Last time I tried to do a live broadcast, it went horribly wrong. Internet kept going up and down like a yo-yo. Fingers crossed, seems to be all good at the moment. Also fixed a problem with the cameras.
7 VTS, ma'am, good afternoon to you. Outbound traffic to the usual service approaching main flight. Next one away, Queen Elizabeth from direct 9. Here's away short there.
Also had a bit of trouble with the cameras, with the image breaking up when I moved it, and I'd spent a whole day Saturday trying to sort the problem out, and in reality I didn't understand what the problem was, but I did fix the problem. So it just involved rewiring a switch and connecting things in a different order. Didn't seem to make a lot of sense to me, but the problem is solved. It's a lovely day here in the port of Southampton. Ahoy there, Tis C. Ahoy there, Ewan. Ahoy there, Mark Richardson. Yeah, it's been really decent in port, about 22, 23. Nice gentle breeze. I would say almost perfect pub weather. The sort of weather where you'd go down to the pub for a couple of pints and burn yourself. Ahoy there, Mark Richardson. And ahoy there, Michael Everett from Gosport. And Roberts, ahoy there, shipmate. No passengers on the Queen Elizabeth. Oh, we're just watching the APL Marillion at the moment, so don't worry, I'll panic, shipmates. I will come back to the Queen Elizabeth, which we are going to watch. She's at the other end there. One of the red funnels is just in front of us here, the Red Eagle, and not broken down this time, but a lack of crew. The crew on. Let's have a quick look at the Queen Elizabeth. No, nothing going on there. They are singling up, so the lines are being retracted slowly. So it won't be long now. Looks to me as well like the ST Challenge is making steam as well. Interesting. But anyway, back to the Red Eagle. Currently, Red Funnel's experiencing a massive problem.
Queen Elizabeth, VTS, good afternoon to you, sir. Okay, traffic is down with us, play passing also at number 5. You okay to speak to them?
Right. That's the VTS radio. You can hear that. It's a bit like the air traffic control for the waterways. So, as I was saying, the Red Eagle, the red funnel back there, it's got those lines coming in now. See, though she's going to station, so won't be long now. Just a few minutes. Yeah, the red funnel are experiencing massive shortage of staff due to staff self-isolating. And that's also the same problem that's afflicted Queen Elizabeth here. She had an outbreak of COVID on board, so she was due to start cruising, but it's had to be cancelled. Oh, and I'm just looking through the chat, and shipmate Mike W. Burnham said he was booked for a 7-night cruise on the QE departing 30th this month, but it's now been cancelled. So I think...
Yes, Jenny Blue, Steamtown Key.
Jenny Blue, VTS at the Queen Elizabeth, break away shortly.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it has caused a rather disruption. Just as the cruising was about to start, it's all come to a stop for the Queen Elizabeth. Now, the APL Marillion, she's up to the container port. It's been a very quiet day in port today, I have to say. Not a lot of traffic, but it's been very busy on the channel. I'm pleased to say that the Solent Ships YouTube channel has been the creator on the rise today. So if you go to the YouTube tab and explore trending section, you'll find that Solent Ships is featured there. We get to be the featured channel for 24 hours, so I think that's quite a thing. That's quite exciting. Also updated the logo recently, been working on a website and starting to work on a bit of merchandise. It's really getting quite sophisticated here in the poor little old Solent ship. APL Brilliance chugging along nicely up to the container terminal. Only a couple of lines left on the Queen Elizabeth, so it shouldn't be long before we see her depart. She's on her way to the Nab Anchorage, which is just to the east of the Isle of Wight. No passengers on board, just crew isolating, and I suppose essentially the whole cruise ship's isolating, really, isn't it? Oh, ahoy there, shipmate. Fun TV. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Welcome aboard. And it looks to me like the last couple of lines are being taken in, so she'll be on the move shortly. In fact, I think you can see her moving now. It's surprisingly how quick the ships move once they've been disconnected. So she's at the far end now. Far end, dock 30, berth 33. I think that's the Queen Elizabeth II terminal. And she'll slip out forward. Down the Southampton water, down to the east of the Isle of Wight, Nab Anchorage area. Well, she'll drop anchor for a few days, and I'm guessing continuing the self-isolation of poor old Queen Elizabeth. Let's have a look what else is going on. Oh, ahoy there, Mac McPherson. It's sunny in Aberdeen too. I think it's been quite a nice day across the whole country. Oh, ahoy there, Mick from Rochester. Oh, ahoy there, Roberts. QE going to stations. Excellent. Thank you for that, Roberts. Oh, ahoy there, Kitty Brooks.
HS, Queen Elizabeth on the move now.
Queen Elizabeth on the move, thank you, sir.
I'm just going to turn off the radio. As we know the Queen Elizabeth is working, and much as the radio is helpful, it does... There we go. Radio is off. Alrighty. Where have we got to? Oh yes, Queen Elizabeth. Ahoy there, Emma Harrison. Wishing she was down here enjoying the beautiful sunshine and watching the ships. Yeah, it's a lovely day for it, shipmate. Absolutely perfect. On a day like today with the Queen Elizabeth, I would recommend a picnic over in Hythe. You'd have a good view of the ships coming and going. There's a nice little bit of grass over there, and rather pleasant place to have a picnic. Quite a few staff wandering around the Queen Elizabeth. I can't remember what the crew figure was. I wasn't paying attention to the radio. I think it was 700 and something. I'm sure someone has mentioned it somewhere. 748. Yeah, thank you for that, Robert. I thought perhaps he'd be there. He'd be there with the information. Yes, like I said, it's been quite a busy day here for the Solent Ships channel, even if the port itself has not been particularly busy. We've got ourselves a new logo, and like I say, been featured on the YouTube Creators on the Right, so really quite exciting stuff. Oh, ahoy there, Kelly's Cruises from British Columbia. Good old BC, one of my favourite places, and often Vancouver, British Columbia, often voted the best place in the world to live. Great balance and combination of lack of unemployment, quality of life, good weather conditions, skiing nearby. Makes it a very desirable place to live, apparently, according to some surveys. Certainly leaving bang on the dot here of 5 o'clock, Queen Mary 2, Queen Elizabeth. We haven't seen the Queen Mary 2. I was just looking back through some of my pictures, actually, trying to work out what pictures to put on the merchandise. And I realise I haven't droned the Queen Mary 2 in over a year. She was in and out of port a lot, but I haven't seen her for a while, so I'm guessing she'll be due to come in shortly. Ahoy there, James Bridge. Congrats on the award. Many thanks, shipmate. Many thanks. It's all helping to make this a marvellous channel. Ahoy there, Bulldog, and good morning from Sydney. Ah, down there in lovely old Sydney. I guess it's a little bit chilly now. It's winter time. Ahoy there, Bubblehead. Congrats on your success, mate. Thanks, shipmates. Oh, ahoy there, Tim Young. Are the ice creams any good from the van in Mayflower Park? Yeah, well, they're okay. Yep. They're from what I've been told, they're reasonable value for money. They are the sort of conventional 99 Mr. Whippy style ice creams. There is also a cafe that you can't see on the camera in the corner of Mayflower Park, and they serve New Forest ice cream, more of a scoop-based ice cream. So there's 2 opportunities for ice cream in Mayflower Park. You can take your pick. Ahoy there, Alan Gray. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Off on Princess Cruise in October from Southampton. Can't wait. Excellent Princess Cruise. Oh, that's good. I noticed the... I forgot the name one. There's a new ship coming in tomorrow. Or, no, a couple of days' time. Sky Princess? I'm not sure. I have to check. So many ships coming and going, and things really have started to pick up. I can easily get confused with the comings and goings. I only tend to look just a day or 2 ahead, so I can plan my droning and activities, and of course live streams. Not a lot of pleasure craft out there today either. Very quiet day. Yeah, so COVID is having a big effect. The Queen Elizabeth not being able to cruise at the moment due to the crew being affected, and the same problem affecting the Red Funnel. Very disappointing. Ahoy there, Raymond Dickinson. Queen Mary 2 has been sitting in Barbican Bay for a couple of weeks. Yeah, it does seem like a long time that she's been there. I did a live stream a while ago, but that was quite a while ago. Yeah, I'm not sure when she's due to start. Oh, ahoy there, shipmate Victor Arb. Welcome aboard, shipmates. Normally the Red Eagle there would also be operating today and wouldn't be in ports like that. I'd say the pandemic is causing problems. Oh, ahoy there, Joseph Wong from Tamworth in New South Wales. Best wishes from Australia. Actually, I've noticed we get a fair number of Australians on the channel. I'm guessing probably time-wise it's early morning for you guys, but maybe that's a nice way to make up. Looking at a sunny Port of Southampton with the cruise ships leaving. Oh, Mark Pierce says that the New Forest ice cream is the best ice cream. I'm not sure I could give it the accolade as the best ice cream, but I could certainly say it's jolly decent. Oh, ahoy there, Paul Barnett. It's going to be on Sky Princess August 30th. Yeah, it's Sky Princess that's coming in a few days' time. I've not seen Sky Princess before in port, or we haven't had her on the channel, and the weather is looking good for a bit of a drone. And Stephen Joy have come through with the correct information, due in on 21st of July. Marvellous. Oh, ahoy there, Ayrton Shepherd from Stockton-on-Tees. And ahoy there, Big Whooper, Queen Elizabeth, registered in Hamilton. Yes, registered in Hamilton. Well spotted, shipmate. Some of these ships used to be registered in the Port of Southampton. In fact, some still are registered in the Port of Southampton. But my understanding is that she was re-registered from about, I think it was about 2010. Not long after she launched. It must have been about a year, I guess. Somewhere around a year. Let me just check. Oh, yeah. Yep, a year. So she was registered in Southampton, Port of Southampton for a year, and then she was re-registered in Hamilton because that allows weddings to be carried out on board. I would have thought the UK would have changed that legislation by now, doesn't it? It seems rather outdated. Good shot there of the Queen Elizabeth II terminal. Yeah, so the Queen Elizabeth was launched in October in, well, January 2010. That makes her just over 11 years old. She's based on a Vista class cruise ship. Not necessarily a ocean line. I won't get into the whole ocean liner cruise ship debate. It seems a bit senseless to me. But anyway, she is a cruise ship. Would traditionally have somewhere in the order of 2,500 passengers if she was at capacity. But obviously there's no passengers on board today. Crew of, well, I'm not listed what the maximum crew is, but there is a crew of just over 700 on board. I'd imagine that's somewhere near a full complement. Top speed of 23.7 knots. Wherever you need to go, she'll get you there reasonably quickly. Just reaching the dock head now, so she's been limited to a speed of 6 knots in the port. She'll be able to speed up slightly to probably somewhere in the region of 11, 12 knots. I'd imagine she won't go directly to her anchorage, which is just east of the Isle of Wight. She'll probably steam up and down the English Channel for a little bit. Probably dock early next morning. The ships cannot generate water unless they're moving. They need to have the engines up to a decent temperature for the water makers to work. Ahoy there, shipmate, the gaming YouTuber. Welcome aboard, shipmate. The Queen Mary 2 just disappearing behind the grain silos there. Not the most attractive view, but luckily it's a pretty clear evening tonight. In fact, we've got an excellent view there. I can see the Isle of Wight already in the background. It has been. We have had a period of quite murky weather, so it's a real joy to get some quality air and line of sight. In case you're wondering, the APL Brilliant is at the far end of the port now, just turning the corner to go into STC. Probably 2 or 3, I'd imagine, maybe 4. Of course, the Port of Southampton is a very busy port, what's with ferries, cruise ships, container ships, and all sorts of commercial ships. It's a great channel to watch, shipmates. You can get a whole variety of shipping coming and going. We've also got a circus in the Mayflower Park at the moment, and the construction of Southampton Boat Show has also started. That's not until September. If you are thinking about getting a float on the water, I could recommend a good place to start. It doesn't have to be that expensive these days to go out on a boat. You could get something as simple as a paddleboard, or there are some small inflatable boats, or in fact there are some very reasonable, inexpensive, slightly larger boats there as well. Of course, if you happen to have won the lottery lately and you've got a few million to spend, I couldn't recommend highly enough one of our finest manufacturers in the UK. That would be Sunseeker from just down the road in Poole. I'll make you a fine gin palace to impress your friends. Ahoy there, Amy Burke, watching from Utah. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Welcome aboard. Ahoy there, Helen Jones. Arr. Not going to Weymouth Anchorage. No, not this time, no. No, I don't know where she's going after the Nab Anchorage. I suppose she could be going down to the Weymouth Anchorage. Seems unlikely, but you never know. Looks like we're just going to have to disappear behind this Ro-Ro shortly. The side of that is just obscuring ever so slightly. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just go back and have a little look at that container ship. I do like a nice big container ship, and this one is 397 metres long, so they don't get much longer than that. Not necessarily the biggest in terms of overall total capacity, but in terms of length, pretty good, pretty good. There are some that are 400 metres long, so only about 3 metres shorter than the absolute longest ones. Just moving up, the Queen Elizabeth is completely obscured by, I think it's the Titania. Yeah, Titania. Completely obscuring the view, being not very helpful there, so we'll just keep a little eye on the APL really. She's about to turn around the corner. It looks like she's going to hit land when she goes around this corner. The camera makes the distances rather deceptive, but it does look like she's a tight squeeze over there, but in reality there's quite a lot of space. Well, I wouldn't say there's a lot of space, if you know what I mean, but there's enough space to get the ship around, but it's still a bit tight. Ahoy there, Brian White is sailing on Silhouette, Celebrity Silhouette, on the July 31st. Oh, it's not long now, shipmate. I'm maybe looking forward to that. I don't know where the Celebrity Silhouette's going on the 31st. Is that around the UK cruise, or is that slightly further afield? Queen Mary 2 is currently making 8 knots on her way to Southampton. Well, thank you for that, shipmate Corey. I'll investigate further. I fancy some updated pictures of the Queen Mary 2. I've been noticing, as I take a lot of pictures when I drone, so I typically take a drone video, I'll fly around the ship, and I'll take some pictures which are, from what I think, good angles and good locations. Let's have a quick check on the... no, she's still hiding behind the Titiana. Any moment now she'll pop out the other side. And nothing going on there. Let's have a quick look at the APL really. Yes, I've noticed that I would tend to take the same pictures, or the same angles that I think look good and look satisfying. But I've discovered that it doesn't necessarily suit for merchandise and different things. So I need to go out and take some new photographs of different angles that will suit merchandise and websites and all these other exciting things. I'm actually going to have to treat myself as a customer and a client all in one, and give myself a job and then go and perform the job, rather than just flying around aimlessly for fun in the port of Southampton. Okay, you can see the APL Brilliance just turning that corner there. I'm pretty sure she's in safe hands with those tugs, so we can go back and, oh, look at that visibility today. That's superbly clear. We have one of our spanner moderators lives over on the Isle of Wight, and I'm fairly convinced that if it's a clear day, I could probably see the carrots in his back garden. I'll need to try and work out exactly where he is. Not a lot of pleasure craft on a day like today, unfortunately. It's midweek. If this was a Saturday or a Sunday, the Southampton water in front of us here would be heaving with pleasure craft. Or their big wheel, the size of the container ships never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, I totally agree. They are mind-blowingly huge. I mean, you think that when you think the ferry's big, the Red Funnel Ferry, then it goes past a cruise ship, and you think, wow, the cruise ship's big. And then a container ship goes past the cruise ship, you think, wow, the container ship's big, and it makes the cruise ship look sort of small. And then that makes the Red Funnel look quite tiny. And then a pleasure craft goes past and really put things into proportion. Ahoy there, Mike Yates. No, not a new camera. Same old cameras. It's just I managed to sort out some glitches with the networking. I had to reconnect a computer that I use to stream this broadcast to YouTube. directly to the switch where the cameras were connected before it went through another switch, and apparently that didn't work very well and they weren't playing ball. Used to work. I don't know what's changed. Something's changed along the way. I suspect some firmware's been updated somewhere. Another Windows update, and it went wrong, but I'm pleased now. The quality seems to be much better. I also noticed the problem with the sound as well. I've been having a problem with the sound. Occasionally it cuts out. People say it just cuts out. Couldn't find out what that was, and I spent an hour or so in the software and discovered there was a noise gate filter which was causing the sound to drop out. Oh, I got rid of that as well. I've been fairly productive. Ahoy there, James. Horrocks. Haven't seen MSC Virtuoso in a while. She's been coming and going. Yes, I'm not sure I've seen her in a little while, but she was here the other day. Ahoy there, Amy Burke. Yes, excellent visibility today. Yes, it is just marvellous visibility today. It's really good. Oh, ahoy there, Gerald Stokes. Oh, your wife's a big fan of all the cruise ships. She also enjoys the dulcet tones of the captain. Oh, you're making me blush, shipmate. Yeah, that's superbly clear. You can just see at the end of Cowshot Spit there what looks a bit like a aircraft control tower with the radar spinning on the top. That's the NCI, the National Coast Guard Institute's watchtower, where they keep an eye on all the shipping in the area. I would say principally they keep an eye on the pleasure sailors, because the pleasure craft aren't quite so au fait with the waters as the commercial ships. They tend to forget to do things like put their drain plug in, or make sure there's fuel in the engines, or just generally forget to have a radio on board, so that when they break down, they've just got to wave their arms around. This is what I've been led to believe, anyway. Ahoy there, Cruising Bird from Suffolk. Oh, there, my kids. Yeah, the hard work paid off. It did. It was most satisfying to spend a day sorting something out and actually get it fixed. I was going around in circles for a long time trying to fix someone. Oh, there, Corey Pritchard. You saw an article once before about the Queen Mary 2 having 90-year-old parts on, but it made me doubtful. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's meant by that. I mean, yeah, could be, I suppose. I mean, you could have some antique parts for interest. Could have been parts designed a long time ago. I don't know. I'm hoping to get on board a cruise ship. I've got a contact, and I've been assured that next time he's in the port of Southampton, I'll be able to get on board. I'm not quite sure how much access we'll get, unfortunately, at the moment because of the pandemic. In fact, at the moment, I might not be able to get on board because of the pandemic. But we shall wait and see. Ahoy there, Michelle DF. Clearly someone who knows what they're talking about. Time that the cruise ships show the Southampton ships on their big screens. I couldn't agree with you more. It's one of the missions of the channel, along with landing my drone on the helicopter pad. That's one of the missions. And the other one was getting the Southampton ships YouTube channel onto the big screens. Well, we can have a quick look back at the APR Marillion, just in case you're curious. And there she is, just chugging around the corner there, into the container terminal. It's the Queen Elizabeth. It's going to disappear behind the Spiker Leader, who's not due out for a little while yet. So I'm not sure how much that's going to obscure our view. Quite a lot. Oh, that's disappointing, isn't it? Oh, that is really disappointing. That's a big old ship shall I say. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay. Not much I could do about that. Well, in fact, there is something I could do about that. I have coming a new camera, which should help out massively with just this problem. Always on the lookout for new camera locations, shipmates. So if you have a business or a house that overlooks the water in the area, and you wouldn't mind putting up a camera for me, I'll pay for the camera and everything. Just need that location. Just need a little bit of electricity. About 20 pence worth a week. Ideal advertising for your business. And just an internet connection as well. Most useful. Well, I think as much as we can see the Queen Elizabeth, I think we might as well go back and look at the container port. Let's have a look. There she goes, slipping into, looks like STC2. With the MOL Treasure. Well, shipmates, I hope you've enjoyed that broadcast. Rather short and sweet, but the internet's working. It looks like the networking's working. All good quality pictures all round. We have Southern Ship's YouTube channel is the creator on the rise. That's thumbs up there. Generally all looking good. I will keep the stream going because once the Queen Elizabeth goes round the cowshot spit, I'll be able to follow her for a bit longer. But I shall probably stop the commentary now so I can do a few other things. Thanks for tuning in, shipmates. Hope to see you all shortly. Don't forget to subscribe because then every time I do a live stream, you'll be notified. Sometimes these cruise ships leave early as well. And sometimes there is something exciting going on, which I might just live stream. So if you subscribe, hit that notification bell, then you'll be up to date on what's happening. So I'd just like to thank all my Patreons, all my PayPal donors, and of course the Blue Spanner crew for answering the questions so quickly in the chat I can't even get there. Absolutely brilliant. I'd be a loss without them. In fact, I'd be all at sea. Well, until next time, shipmates.
was immobilization in the hall. Okay now.
All Treasure VTS received, thank you for the call.
Okay, sir.
C Rider VTS. C Rider VTS, yes, that you were calling me earlier on, say last message, please. That is received, sir. Thank you for the call.